intimidating environments in all of sport. And with a war drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Your 2026 Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player. He would go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. With that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Defense doing their job, really know where to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt. Nico Remigio deep for KC. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package. And boy, his team loves to play around him.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught by Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes is going to run the option left. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here's a 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers, nothing.
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. But now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. I think he might be off to the races.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
There's a screen with Gainwell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Warren is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And will be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
And they get to it after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He's kicking his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And on Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Mahomes will do it himself. And he'll slide to a home here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And power running here down the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. 4 yards out of play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Regular. Hey,
Baker going to throw this right away. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
He was brought down at his 49.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Irving. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mayfield now from the 50. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's out.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying in to Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Up next, it's our main event between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Wide eight.
First down, here's Dak. Has the in route complete. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Prescott on 1st and 10. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for Dallas. First down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Prescott now on 3rd down. He's caught. He's got Lamb. He gets this down at the 13-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Willis caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Complete to Ryan Tannehill. 10 yards on the pickup. It's
2nd down, along with Williams. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning and some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Buccaneers, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
To kick off for the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And this is brought to a halt just across the 10.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. That's Evans making the catch outright. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Has him on a quick hitter. This winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
We're to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have second down and 5. Dak now from the gun. It is caught left side. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
Brings up third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, third down.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. He's on the move past the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. George Pickens the touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Makes the score.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to Suggs. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. They're going to bring him down after his play. Rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Gets him on the end. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Made by Bucky Irving. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time is out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
This is Irving on second. And he'll get them enough for a first down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. First down. Here's Baker. Short pass brought in. A lot of space ahead. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Here's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Irving here from the gun. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a one-score game before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McLaughlin checks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Yeah,
play action now for Prescott. Catches made down the right sideline. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45.
It's a gain of 20.
So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Downs first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. That's Flanoy. He's got it. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Off
the gut they go with Williams. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8. 26.
Dak to the air here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 21. Buccaneers 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
20-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
The offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It just couldn't quite find the connection.
On 2nd and 10. Mayfield again. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pockets for what's left of this half. First down now, ball at the 33.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. He's back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did. Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Catch me left side by Luka. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can have yards and someone tracks him down.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now. And this is going to call incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Stick it in the air. Here's Mayfield. Throws caught. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Offense in the hurry up here. Third down, give to Irving. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
180! Real. What's up?
Mayfield throwing on 4th. He's got it to his running back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdoal.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'd be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Yeah! Here we go.
Now Dak to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
On the tackle. A 2-yard gain.
He'll throw it.
4th down.
Well caught by his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down, here's Dak. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Back to the air, Prescott. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Prescott now on 3rd down. It's Pickens with a catch outright. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Now give to Sanders coming left. And this one's overwhelmed. They drive it backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. This is thrown towards the defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes the play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Alert!
2nd down, Mayfield to pass. He's holding up there, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st down, here's Baker. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Just loose, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Back to throw it. Got his man. He's on it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Buccaneers losing by 7. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Once again, Irving. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. To throw. It's complete. This is Egbuka. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
That's a 9-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Here he is to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
At the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's able to get to the 2 before the stop. And a timeout's called. Will that likely just a final play? Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Irving, and he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it 4th and goal. And 4 seconds remaining. They're going to take a timeout. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
Run. Kings!
Desperation time here. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game.
EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Santa Clara. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey.
On the carry.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
At the 34-yard
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Purdy to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
A loss of 2 yards leads to
I think this play is a direct
14.
result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
After losses on the last 2 run plays, they face 3rd down and 14.
Watch out.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's got his man complete to Pearsall. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 34 yards.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Outside. 18, watch out.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle.
At the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
They run once more. McCaffrey. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Outside.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Yellow. Get set, get set. 18.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And that is incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
On the coverage.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And that's a good drop right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They rush with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, Baker moving to his left. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Point it right.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football as they've got it with first and 10. Mayfield. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he's got first down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Right back to Irving. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
13 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara. In a moment, another shot from the 1 on second and goal. White. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football.
The tight end of the ball.
And they would get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of the...
He's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach fourth down by what they call on third down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on fourth. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on fourth down is leaning towards settling for 3.
On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Kittle is the man in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. And it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Backing high. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds. And he stopped the clock as well.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Watch out.
Kittle is the man in motion. First and 10 for Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow. Outside.
Kittle is the man in motion. To throw once more, it's Purdy. He's going to try it here again. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Watch out!
Again in the air for Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback. Come out to the 20-yard line. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's to the right side. Taken in by Evans. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Gets this into that. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier. Right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6.
Watch out!
From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
A gain of 19 yards.
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now they're feeling there's no mistaking who it is.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, 49ers.
Watch out!
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throwing the route, Ayuk has it. To the pylon, he's in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, San Francisco.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
On first down is Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Hey, alert 30. Alert. Scott.
On first and 10, here's Baker. This one not quite on target. Too much, and that one falls incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
Watch out.
To throw is Mayfield. Rushed to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A gain there of 27 yards.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That's caught. It's and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Recovered by the offense.
Now Mayfield will swing this out wide to Irving. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the Niners,
Second down throws from Mayfield. Headed left, buying time. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. Throwing is Mayfield. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? We're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
the Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
One of the tight ends motions right.
What's up?
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Vita Vea on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9.
Get set. Get set.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They'll come up here, first and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll roll forward for about 3. It's second down.
To the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. McCaffrey down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
Outside. 18, watch out. Stop.
Now McCaffrey. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
Get set, get set.
Here's McCaffrey. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This a potential game winner.
And this has been such a tight game. That's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
To return is Tucker. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this precious spot. This one he's got to have. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the... team behind the scenes. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow up. Santa Clara.